you don't know anything. I'm talking straight to you. You don't know anything that we do.
You're dumb. You don't know anything.
No,
That's not what she meant.
You don't know what we do, and that we do have notes in here for planned out episodes.
We're going off book today.
We are, but it doesn't seem like we're going off book because you've never seen the book.
I'm not throwing mine.
But the thing about us going off book is you didn't know that we were ever on book.
You're right.
You're right.
You're right.
The first episode.
Welcome.
Nonsense about nothing.
Nonsense about nothing.
We should have started with that.
Last week, a lot has happened.
We've miles.
What?
In the last week?
We've miles?
Yeah, we have many of miles of travel.
That's true. So I discovered a new fear about myself. Not about myself, that I had. Because before this, it was like spiders, number one thing. I don't know. Taxes, whatever else.
Taxes?
I
don't think taxes are scary.
We're not talking about taxes. That's the first thing I could think of.
June 2nd. We're talking about getting your taxes done.
No. So I discovered a new fear that I had.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went on vacation with our other best friend.
Not me.
No. They're spending all this money for like me to be able to hang out with them and do stuff with them. And so they pay for all these like food, meals, and like excursions. And so on one of the days, the plan was to go like snorkeling. It was like a snorkel day. Mm-hmm. And I've snorkeled before. That's
Where
fine.
were you?
We were in the Cayman Islands.
Oh.
Yeah, which is very fancy and very nice.
Is it? I have a question about the Cayman Islands.
Yeah.
Two questions actually.
Okay.
One, what's the water temp?
Of the ocean?
Yeah.
Warm.
Okay. Two, what's like the intensity of the ocean?
Flat.
Okay. So,
but no. The first day, I got motion sick from being in the water.
So a pool?
It's above pool. Like, it's not totally flat. Like, our other friend
like
would tell you.
Like a happening pool?
Yeah.
Like if people were in and out, in and out, in and
yeah,
out.
like
okay.
imagine a bunch of ratty boys in a pool
and
just
they're like,
making a lot of waves.
Waves.
Our other friend would tell you it was the flattest thing she's ever been in. But on the first day, like, there was a lot of different tides coming in. And we were just, and I can't stand in a lot of places because I'm small. You know, verticality is not my number one strength.
No.
And so, like, I'm being moved around. And at one point, I was like, I don't really feel great. So I went back to my seat on the sand, and I was like, I'm spinning. The world is spinning. I was like, I've not had a drop of alcohol, and the world is spinning.
That's fun.
It was day one. So that's where we were starting. So this was, like, day 3. We were going on this snorkel adventure. Mm-hmm. And so I thought that it would be snorkeling above life.
Like you're paddling on top of the water and you're like
you get to see
down
things.
At something
like
reef or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
that's kind of what I thought.
Right? You would think.
Because I haven't heard this story. All I know is that she went snorkeling.
Yeah.
So that's what I imagined.
And I did come back.
Well, in the flesh.
Yeah. It's really sensual. And so I thought, I'd just be like snorkeling on top of the water and I'd get to look at things. Because I like looking at things. I don't like getting touched by things. I don't want that. I don't want that. Like that right now, not great.
But if you just looked at my hand, you would have felt the sentiment.
I don't think that was the problem. And so, but turns out, so we go on this boat, and I went into it being like, nausea is going to be my number one issue of the day. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm most worried about.
Did you take an anti-nausea pill?
I brought it with me.
Okay.
But it's not like preventative. It's like, hey, you're not feeling good. Like after the first day, I took it.
it's to stop the nausea. Yeah. But it can't...
it's not preventative. No, it's not like Dramamine or anything. It's like you get nauseous and you're like, please help, and then
this will
helps.
stop it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, so I took it with me in case I got to that point.
Okay, where'd you put it?
It was in my bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you brought a bag.
It was in a bag that I brought. Yeah.
In a bag on a boat?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, really exciting. And so it turns out it was like a 2-parter, and the second part was snorkeling on top of the water and looking at like a reef.
Okay.
That's what I was mentally prepared for.
That's the second part, though.
Yeah, that was the second part.
So what's the first part?
The first part, it was like, we went to Stingray City, which is like a big tourist destination. Yeah, and I was super pumped, and I was like, I love aquatic things. I love the water, like chilling. Sharks are fun. Great, love them. And I didn't know that I was afraid of certain things until you get like knee deep in the water with them. So we're pulling up, and it's a sandbar. So you're standing. And so we just see like this literal sea of giant stingrays.
Oh, okay, what I, like, wonder is that, like, if you're in this, like, what are they doing to, like, make sure you don't get stung?
No one's getting stung.
My
brain was telling me otherwise. My brain was like, you get in that water, you're gonna die.
Because,
but no one was. Because
isn't it just, like, their little, like, whippy tail that will sting you? Or do they have to, like, whip it and sting it?
they have to whip it and sting it. Like, if you touch the tail, you're fine. It's, like, the tail, and then the stinger is, like, a small part, and if they get, like, really, really bothered.
The sting.
Hypothetically, yeah, but, like, it was, it's such a big tourist destination that, like, they're not trained, but, like, they're used to people coming. They're,
like, not afraid of people.
No, they're, I guess, colloquially, like, known as, like, sea puppies. Like, they're so friendly and cute. Not for me, but for other people, that's how they describe them.
I thought that it was just, like, the tail was just always ready to sting.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Okay. They don't teach you these things, because the only thing I really know about them is Steve Irwin.
Me too.
And he died.
Yes. That's what I was thinking going into
terrible.
This. I'm, like, screaming, yeah. And so we get to the sandbar, like, filled with stingrays, and they're again, like, super friendly. They're, like, smiling, like, they want to talk to everybody. They want to, like, go up, against everyone and, like, say hello and give them a little hug. And so we get to the sandbar, and then our guide, whose name was Chip, by the way.
Chip. What do you think Chip is short for? Chippicus?
Christopher?
Oh,
I don't know.
Chippicus. And Dale?
Well, I don't know. Like, when he introduced himself, I was like, of course your name is Chip. I was like, it's either that or, like, Rocky or Dave. There's only one of three options if you're leaning a stingray door in the Atlantic. And so Chip...
You wouldn't want it to be a Steve.
No, no.
This is, like, terrible, terrible stuff that we're saying about Steve Irwin.
No, I love Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
And so we, like, pull up to this sandbar, and then Chip was like, okay, like, here's the deal. Like, you're going to get in the water. Like, you can feed them. Like, they'll just want to come up to you, say hello. And then they had one of those, like, ocean mats where, like, you can, like, run on them. Like, they put them above the water.
Yeah.
And, and you can, like, sit on them, but it, like, sits atop the waves, and you'll float. And there was, like, a lot of children on this tour. Like, it was, like, us and, like, 2 or 3 other families. It wasn't private. No. And so he was like, okay, like, here's the mat. Like, he goes, if you get overwhelmed, then you can go and sit on this mat. And immediately I was like, I'm going to go on the mat. I was like, I'm going to get overwhelmed. I just knew. I knew I was going to get overwhelmed because there's a lot.
Yeah.
So we get in the water. There's, like, 80 stingrays. And I was, like, again, like, so thankful. Like, our friend's family brought me on this trip. Like, they were so nice to treat me and to include me on this wonderful excursion. So I get in the water and I immediately start crying.
Are you wearing goggles?
No.
Oh.
You think they would have just like collected in there?
Because I'm imagining that you're wearing like big goggles and
no, because we weren't snorkeling. No, that was for later.
I thought you were snorkeling with these too.
No, we were standing there on the sandbar.
So I'm imagining
in the sandbar.
that.
No,
with just like goggles filling up.
No. So we're standing there. I don't even realize I'm crying, but I just know that my eyes are extra wet, and I was like breathing like a little heavier than normal, and so. Third best friend, Tolly, turns around, and she's like, isn't this amazing? And she goes, are you crying? I was like, I don't know. And I just got I didn't know I had this fear, and so I got so overwhelmed, because there's like 80 of them, like, coming up against you. They're swimming towards you. And it's so funny, because they're so friendly and happy to see you.
And you're just like, punch.
No, I'm whimpering, and I'm like, okay. And they're like coming at you like, hello, let me say hi. And I was like, no. And so I'm like running away. And then our friend Talia escorts me to the mat, because I was like, I need to go on the mat. So I get on the mat, and then I'm sitting there, and it's like this. And I was like, if I sit here, I'm going to get motion sick. And so I discovered, because nausea is the worst feeling.
It is the worst feeling.
Worst. Imagine any feeling ever.
Now imagine you're nauseous.
It's worse.
It's worse.
So, yeah, I was like, I'd rather deal with a sea of stingrays than sit on this mat that's going to make me motion sick and nauseous.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that's a worse day.
Because, you can't throw up on the stingrays. That'd be so embarrassing.
That would be bad. But, I mean, they wouldn't go near me if I threw up, so that could be
I think it would attract them. They'd be like, feed.
I don't think so. They like fish. And so I get back in the water.
What did you eat?
That day?
Sure.
I think a croissant. No, I had avocado toast.
Wait, what day was it?
Wednesday?
Oh.
Thursday? Wednesday.
I was going to say, if it was Sunday, I also had avocado toast.
No, it was Wednesday.
Okay.
Anyways, so I get back in the water, and I'm counting down my minutes. I'm like, I'm going to die in here. Like, this is my end, because there's just so many. And I was thinking, like, if it was, like, 1 or, like, 2 at a time, like, that's fine. I could get used to it. But it was 80 at once.
Where's the boat?
like right over there.
You can't go back on the boat.
Well, here was my options. I was like, I have the motion sick mat.
Motion sick mat. And
I was like, I could get back to the boat, but in order to get back to the boat, I'd have to cross across an army of stingrays to get there. And I was like, I'd have to go by myself because everyone else wants to have fun and sit there.
Of course.
And so I was like, well, like, I don't want to get nauseous. And I was like, I can't go over there because I'd have to fight off all these stingrays on my way. So I held on to our best friend Tolly for dear life because I was like,
you love touch.
No. Well, it actually made me feel better to like hold on to someone so I wasn't just running around. But here's the thing, they liked Tolly. So they kept coming up to Tolly. And so I was like trying to get away.
Puppies like Tolly.
I know, and so do stingrays, aka sea puppies. Yeah. And so, yeah, not having a good time. Also, everyone else in the boat was, like, laughing at me, too. No one was being helpful.
No.
And so I know that I lost any and all cool points I got that day right away.
Nowadays, the kids say aura. So, like, you lost, like, 1,000 aura points.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
Stupid.
This is how the social media works.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Well, I lost, I'm sure, plenty of aura when I
aura points.
Oh.
It's like, how much aura did you lose? And then it's like 1,000
lot.
points. Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Maybe even 1,500.
I don't know the scale.
I don't know either.
And so, yeah, I finally, again, I'm crying the whole time. Like, I can't help it. I can't stop. Yeah. And so eventually, you know, I'll go underwater, like, make myself feel better, come back up, and I'll be like, I'm still crying. They're still coming. And so finally, when it's the opportunity to, like, go back to the boat, I was like, I'll go first.
Yes.
I'll go. Because then I could follow people.
Yeah.
And then the stingrays, like, weren't with us as much. So we get back on the boat. Like, I, like, get dressed, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, this is better. This is nice.
This is nice. And
then so Chip comes up to me, and he goes, as a question, not like a statement. He just goes, well done. And I went, ah!
Well done?
Well done, question mark.
Well done. Like, as in, did you do a good job?
Yeah.
Or did you have fun?
No, I think the former.
Okay, did you do a good job?
And I went, no way. And then he starts, like, dad lecturing me about, like, well, like, it's the things that you're afraid of that you have to stay. I was like, I'm on the boat. Like, I don't want this right now. I'm on the boat. I don't need a dad lecture right now.
She touched the boat.
Yeah, I did. But they were, well, here's the thing, is, like, I was with someone else's family, so I wasn't used to their responses to, like, me going through something like that. Yes. And it was very positive, and they were like, wow, like, we're so proud of you. I don't hear that a lot.
I was going to say, I think it would be a way, like, more supportive and loving response than if your family did. They would be flaming. They said that they were,
oh my god, someone would breathe, and they'd be like, remember when you were afraid of stingrays? It wouldn't go away.
No.
So yeah, I'm with our friend's family, and they're like, we're so proud of you.
So nice.
You stood your ground.
Our
you didn't leave.
Was so loved as a child. Like, so much so that she has little to no shame. She's so loud in public.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because she never felt the need to be quiet in the home. She was so supportive.
So yeah, I'm not used to people telling me that they're proud of me, that I did a good job.
I also,
like, they brought it up half a once, even her older brother.
Half a once?
Yeah.
Continue.
Asked me if I was okay when we got back to... I know! I was like, no, but thank you.
Because he's nice.
Yeah. So
Your older brother would never.
No, I'd be made fun of for the next 12 years.
I don't think my brother would either.
It's also the thing with, like, maybe it's just, like, a Jewish family thing where, like, you lose your key once and then they're like, for the rest of your life,
I think it is a Jewish
remember
thing.
Your key.
I think it is a Jewish thing.
I mean, not that my family is ever gonna go near stingrays. They also don't snorkel. Like, this doesn't come up.
You don't have an outdoorsy family.
No, they're stationary. And indoors.
Yeah, they're stationary, indoors, in a city.
Yeah.
Put them in a conference room. They'd have fun.
We would.
They'd figure it out.
I don't know. So I wasn't used to, like, a nice response, like, by a different family.
Yeah.
Because, again, we would bring it up, like, every single minute of just, like, you remember when you cried? Remember when you got in the water and started crying?
Yeah. Remember when you cried?
Yeah.
Because there was a fish.
There was, like...
A fish?
There was, like, 80 of them.
How big were they?
Big.
Like,
think of, like, a gym bro could, like, hold it.
Okay.
They were big.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Did you get to, like, pet them?
Like, I, like, put my hand for a second.
Not you, but, like, the others.
Yeah, everyone else was having a ball of a time. Oh, my God, we were talking about... Yeah. Hell of a time. They were having a ball.
A ball.
Yeah, hell of a time. We were talking about how you would respond to me in this situation.
Not to the stingrays, but to you.
No, to me, because we were like, like, you have a lot of patience, like more than you look like you would. But with me, it's different because it's, how, whatever. And so we were saying... I have
expectations.
Right. And so we were saying that, and again, Tolly was... Oh, yeah, I forgot to even mention this. Like, she in true, proper best friend mode was just like, okay, are you okay? Okay. And then she would start laughing at me every time she would turn around and see me crying.
I think we could also insert the fact that our best friend Tolly is a therapist.
Yeah. So she's in school for therapist.
And like and not only like just like in school, like already has clients and works as a therapist.
Arguably the perfect person to bring with you if you're gonna have a meltdown.
If you're gonna have a panic attack, you bring your therapist breast.
God, I hope we're leaving that in. Yeah, you bring your therapist best friend for sure. That's my number one pick.
Not you.
Oh yeah, because when I kicked that rat in Malibu, I was with you and my sister, who was the last people alive that I'd want to be there with.
Artists.
They made fun of me the whole time, and I was like, genuinely upset.
And in true Jewish family fashion, we bring it up all the
constantly.
time.
This happened like 4 years ago.
And every time we pass that Ralph's,
perfectly relevant, apparently.
Remember when you kicked the rat?
Oh God, I was like, I wish Tolly was here. She would make me feel better.
Yeah, you would want your therapist best friend.
Yeah. We thought that if you were there, then at first you'd be like, hey, how are you? And then you'd be like, I actually want to have a good time, so I'm going to leave. You're good. You have Tolly. Like, I'm going to go over here and enjoy the Stingrays.
It was just me, no Tolly.
I think I just would imagine you being a little pissed off that I was upset and not having a great time. I mean, I was having a good time.
I think I would take care of you.
Really?
But I think in the back of my head, I'd be like, she's f***ing my time.
No, I know, and then I'd feel bad for, like, bringing down, like, your vibe.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad Tolly was there.
Yeah.
Because she still had a good time, and then I was like, please go away.
But no, and if it was me and your sister, it wouldn't have been good for you.
God, it would be so bad.
We would have been, like, ushering them towards you.
You would volunteer to get food and then put it right in front of me and be like, here, fishy, fishy.
Get it.
That's exactly. Because then, Tolly had the opportunity to feed them again. I was like, don't do it! I was like, please, bring them away.
Do you think this is something you want to overcome, or is it just like
no? When am I gonna come into contact with Stingrays ever
What if you
again?
go on another vacation? You're 22.
I would opt out of this. Oh, because we had another option of like we didn't end up doing it, but like swimming with like sea turtles or like snorkeling. And then they said in like the itinerary or whatever, like you need to be a good swimmer and like whatever. And then I'm a good swimmer. And then Tolly's mom from across like our room just went, Hadara, and I was like, I'm a good swimmer, and she goes, no, the sea life. Are you okay with that? I was like, yeah, turtles are fine. Because they're not going to touch you. I don't want to be touched.
But also, like, no turtles have ever killed any wildlife icons.
Yeah.
Stingrays.
They're chill.
What are manta rays? What are manta rays?
I've snorkeled with manta rays.
Okay,
and that was fine. You know why? Because there was no touching. They're huge. There was like 6 feet across.
Do they also sting?
I don't really know. I think so.
Because then what killed Steve Irwin?
It was a stingray.
A stingray for sure, not a manta ray? Okay. You've swam with them before.
Yes, I've snorkeled with manta rays.
Why was that fine?
Because they weren't touching me.
Like you were above.
It was really deep and like you could swim kind of like near them.
Where did you do that? In Hawaii?
In Bali.
Oh, in Bali.
Yeah.
So that was recent.
That was like 2 years ago.
That was recent.
But there was no touching. That's why I thought I'd be fine. Because I was like, I've done this before.
Yeah.
No, but it was the touching. It was just the everywhere around me. I felt like I was in a tub full of spiders.
You know what I want to do? You know those shark cages?
You want to go in one of those?
Yeah. Like, okay, I would like to do, like, when they have you, like, swim with, like, the little, like, blue tip sharks or, like, the yellow, like, the little sharks.
Yeah.
The little ones.
Yeah.
The white tip, the black tip.
I don't know the color of the tip.
It's a colored tip shark, and they're little sharks. They don't get really big.
Yeah.
Might be yellow.
Just list all the colors, you might land on one.
I don't think it's red.
Okay.
I don't think it's
probably not red.
I was about to say I don't think it's green, but I'm not going in order.
Purple?
No. I think it's either yellow, blue, black, or white.
Black tip shark?
Maybe.
That sounds wrong.
Anyways, the little sharks.
White
I would like to
shark.
do that. But I also want to do like the shark cage where they put you down and there's like great whites.
I'm good.
Really?
Well,
I think it'd just be fun.
Here's the thing, is like when I was in the sandbar of all the friendliest stingrays ever. I was like, skydiving was way easier than this.
I think I'd want to skydive.
Yeah.
That is something I want to do.
It's great.
But I think, like, if someone told me I could only do one in my life, skydive or great white shark cage, it is great white shark cage.
Okay. I would skydive
sure.
again, easily. You know what they don't tell you when you're skydiving?
What?
To breathe out.
Yeah, because there's a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, because you're going down, and then I was like, I'm having a good time, and then
you're like,
all the air is coming in, and so I'd be like, like I would try so hard to exhale because they don't tell you about that. The
instructors.
You know what they also don't tell you?
What?
I'm gonna brag for a second. When I snorkeled before, like in the big one.
I've never snorkeled anywhere.
Really?
No.
Interesting.
Because where would I have snorkeled?
I don't know.
In the boo? No.
Yeah, I don't know. There's places.
People don't really snorkel in the boo.
Snorkel in your pool.
What am I gonna look at the tile?
You can throw rocks in there.
No, I've never snorkeled.
Oh. It's nice. I had snorkeled once before in Hawaii with my dad, but my dad was telling me that we didn't actually snorkel because I was being myself and just panicking and made it not fun for anyone else.
I don't think snorkeling's for you, but continue.
Yeah, I know, clearly. And so, yeah, didn't really snorkel that time. And then when I got to the Great Barrier Reef, I had, like, met, like, a bunch of people, like, newly, like, we knew each other for 2 days. And so I get in the water, and I was like, don't be yourself. Don't be yourself. Please don't have a freak out, because these people don't know you yet. And then, but it was really sick, because once my head got underwater by accident, I, like, saw, like, you know, the whole thing, and it was beautiful. And I was like, okay, like, I'll get over myself and do it. And then I threw up.
In the water?
No.
Okay.
On a toilet.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
On?
In.
Okay.
I made it all the way to the bathroom and I couldn't open the lid. No, it was in the toilet.
That's really funny.
Yeah, because what they don't tell you about that is, like, it was like an hour 45 to get to the middle of the ocean to get to the Great Barrier Reef, and the waves are like this.
I've never really even been on boats.
That's
like,
crazy.
I've been in, like, kayaks, like, once in the ocean. Like, kayak.
Where?
Down Malibu Pier. Like, down.
Okay.
I've
paddleboarded there.
To the, like, out to the pier. It used to be, like, when we were in 6th grade, like, every PE class went on a field trip to the Boo. Partner that I was kayaking with.
Yeah.
She was I think she was in the front and I was in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have more power.
Yeah, so, like, I'm kind of the one, but also I was a rather small 6th grader.
Still rather small 22-year-old.
She wasn't necessarily the same.
Okay.
And she just, like, as soon as we hit the water, like, freaked out and was like, I don't want to do it. And then so she just isn't paddling. She's just there not paddling.
Oh, no.
And I'm trying to get us out there because, to come in, that's, like, fairly easy.
Yeah, because
like,
the waves are
pushing
you.
You in.
You got to go the opposite
but we're
way.
trying to go out right now, and we're with our whole class. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, and we are struggling so bad. And that the instructors came and like clipped ours together so that I was still paddling, but they're also towing us.
Yeah.
And then, like, you go out to the end of the pier, and then you all get to jump out, and there are some fish. Not, like, pretty fish,
nice.
just, like, fish.
Just ugly fish.
Yeah. No, but I just mean, like just regular, you know?
So regular is not pretty.
No. Not at all.
That's good to know.
But, and it's in Malibu, so it's freezing cold, but we
Yeah.
are all in these, like, wetsuits, but they provided.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we get out, we get back in, it was fun.
Yeah.
She still didn't paddle, and then, so I'm, like, trying to turn us around, and I'm, like, yelling at her, and this was someone that I was friends with.
What were you yelling?
To paddle.
Get over yourself.
I was like, left! Because, like, I'm trying to turn us.
Yeah.
And she's just, like, not doing anything.
That's brutal.
Yeah, we didn't really talk after that. The funny thing is, I don't really even remember who it was.
Well, obviously the friendship wasn't built to last.
Was, like, done. But no, we did
test
that.
The friendship is go on a kayak.
Yeah.
See if you can do it.
We did that, and they taught us to surf.
Yeah.
Which was fun. Mm-hmm. I'd never surfed before.
Yeah.
I remember, like, trying. We only got, like, I think we got, like, 3 shots at it. Like, you could only.
Really?
Because
there's so many
class.
Of you, yeah.
There's so many of us. Like, you go
gotta
out,
take
you only
turns.
get 3 turns.
Yeah.
And the first time, I, like, got out, and, like, the second I stood up, I fell over.
Right.
And then the second time, like, got up, stood up, didn't really make it, and then the third time, I was like, I want to kind of make it far, so I only went on my knees, and it kind of worked.
You surfed on your knees?
Yeah, I just stayed on my knees.
Okay.
Because every time I stood up, I would, like, lose my balance.
That's
and I was, like,
typically,
and I wanted to, like, go further because it was, like, fun.
Yeah, it is.
But I was like, it's not fun if I'm just falling. Like, let me... Because also, like, you fall, and then, like, the wave pushes the board over your head, and you're like, where the f*** am I? I was 6th grade. I didn't say the whole word.
Right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
So they did that, and then they, like, taught us, like, CPR. It was...
After? Not before? Not before you went there?
It was, like, circuits. You know?
So they were like,
go
surf. And then, by the way, at the end, here's how you save someone's life if they start drowning.
My circuit, there was 4 of them. Mine was, it went surfing, kayaking, free play, and then CPR.
That's insane!
I was just in, like, the last group. Everybody else either started with CPR or had it as their second or third one.
Obviously, that's how that works.
Mine was 4.
That's insane!
Yeah.
They should just do everybody, whatever. I'm not part of the planning system.
It was a big class.
So someone would have known how to save you.
No, I just mean that, like, it would have been too many people.
I know.
But, like, there was, like, 1 million instructors there. Like, there's, like, you know, 5 surf instructors, 5 kayak, you know, people. Your teachers are watching you do free play.
Yeah, they're over there.
And they're the PE teachers, so they're fit.
Okay. Relatively.
Yeah, compared to, like, other teachers, they're...
Compared to, like, an art teacher, they're ripped.
Yeah. We did that.
Yeah.
But no, I've never... Okay, and then I've been on a boat, like a kayak again.
Is that the only, I was going to say, flavor of boat you've been on?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. Have you canoed?
Canoed. No.
Do you know what
I know what a canoe is!
The look you gave was like, what does that look like?
No, I was thinking if I had canoed.
Oh, okay.
And I haven't canoed.
Canoeing is fun.
I've only kayaked, but I've kayaked in Mammoth.
Wow.
A couple times.
Nice.
But yeah, unless I've been on a boat and I just didn't know. Like I was a baby. That's what I'm saying.
She was kidnapped and taken aboard.
Unless I just, like, didn't understand I was on water. No,
we used to go sailing in Connecticut, and then we'd go with my dad, like, on, like, the local lake and stuff.
Does he know how to sail?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of built in on East Coasters. Just
That's so cool. I didn't know he knew how to sail.
He's not good at it. I was telling Holly that one time he and my brother, I think this was the last time that they sailed, they flipped.
It's tough.
Yeah, so I was always terrified of...
You see, in kayaks,
turtle sailing?
They teach you how to. You can do a full flip.
Yeah, you can. You can just keep going.
Yeah, and that's actually how you get out of the kayak. And yet, sometimes how you get back in. It's from upside down.
Yeah, I know.
It's fun.
It was fun. But yeah, everyone threw up when we went to the Great Barrier Reef. It was like a bonding experience.
That's nice.
Yeah, because, like, the waves were like this. Then you finally get to the reef. And then at that point, I was really proud of myself for not throwing up on the boat, like, on the way there, because most people did.
Ew.
It was, like, 80% of people were, like, done on the way there. And then so I was like, I'm amazing. I didn't throw up on the way. And then so we get there. I start snorkeling. I get over myself. But then, like, I'm in the water, and then the waves are like this. Yeah. So you're, like, not laying, but you're like
horizontal.
There. Yeah, you are horizontal. And then just bobbing up and down, up and down, up and down. Then I get up, do my business, and then I come back and snorkel more.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
That's very wonderful.
Yeah, I feel like I've been on a decent amount of a boat. Have you been on a ferry?
No. That's a boat.
Yeah. Very good.
I just stated I've only been on one flavor of boat.
I was just curious.
I've never been on a ferry. I'm going to go on a ferry.
Yeah, you will.
Maybe even 2. Well, okay, obviously 2. But
to get there and back.
There and back, but that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about ferries to different places.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you meant.
That's them on the map.
They're pretty close.
That is them on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never been on a ferry. Do you, like, feel as much on a ferry?
No, it's not. You're not going in, like... Because a ferry is short distance. Like, that's kind of the point of it. And so you're not going in, like, the...
Also, if you're going between, like, mainland to island, like, there's not as much going on there.
No.
You know?
No. It's pretty chill.
It's
under your hats, though, because they'll fly off.
What if I don't wear a hat?
Then it won't fly off.
Okay. Do you wear wigs?
When will you wear wigs?